Samaje Perine. So today the Chiefs picked up Samaje Perine. We're still looking to see who the corresponding move is going to be. Do they put CEH on the NFI list? I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know who's going to be cut, but we'll see. We'll monitor that for you guys. But Samaje Perine, third down back guy who's going to probably replace the Jerick McKinnon role, being a great blocker from the backfield, receiver out of the backfield, and just a pro's pro, a guy who's been around the block a little bit for some solid teams and also sticking a knife in us in the AFC Championship game with the Bengals. But JD, what do you make of this move? And also, I read earlier that the Chiefs were trying to trade for Samaje Perine, a little in-division trade. Denver obviously didn't want him to do a trade with us at all. No seventh round conditional pick. They released him, and we still got him anyway. We didn't have to pay up for anything. So that's a nice little sweet spot on that whole thing. But JD, thoughts on Samaje Perine?
I like this signing probably the best, to be honest with you. Samaje Perine, just watching him over the years, he is a guy that is sneaky good. He does little things well. And you are absolutely right. He's the one that sent us home for that AFC Championship game with the Bengals. He's the one that started the march, making a big play on the screen and whatnot. Man, he was like a thorn in our side. He was a thorn in our side. And so when I watch him in games, when we went up there to Cincinnati, he had a good game against us then. So I think the Chiefs was like, oh, we get a chance to get this guy, we got to get him. And he's a great role player. You know, back up, like you said, catches the ball out the backfield really well, can get open, can get yards. So he always filled in for Joe Mixon when he was out or hurt. He would all come in and get yards. I like this signing. I really do. I think he's a solid guy. CEH, Perine, and Pacheco with Steele back there is a good backfield. I like it. I like it a lot. And so that's why it kind of shocked me when they brought in another tight end, because I thought they would probably keep 3 running backs, 4 tight ends. But they got 4 tight ends and 4 running backs, or 3 running backs and a fullback. I'm sure they call him Carson. But yeah, man, I like Samaje. I like Perine a lot. I really like him a lot, man. So I'm happy he's here. He's just going to add to what we do. A solid pro, man. He's a good guy to have in the backfield. Hand the ball off to sneak out for, a couple of out in the flats, screens, over the ball catches, and make guys miss. So, and that sucker's built. It ain't going to be easy to bring down either. So I like it.
What do you think the pecking order is? So let's say the way they make room, because everyone's speculating as far as the PTSD with CEH and what's going to happen with that. So that's a corresponding move. And also, too, you bring another running back. That's like 4 running backs if you include Carson Steele there. But let's say they do some CEH gets on IR or NFI list or whatnot. Where's Perine? Where is he in the pecking order as far as Pacheco, Steele, and Perine? Where does he kind of fall if let's say they do something with CEH? Where does he fall there?
I think they've carved out Carson Steele as more of like their fullback role. I think that's where they're putting him. At least I would. In this offense, I'm like, okay, we haven't had a fullback in a lot of years. He's the guy to come back here and take that position back over. So it's good because when he gets into the I position, or if he's in the offset position, you can hand the ball off to him. He's a danger running the football, okay, or running out in the flat. So he's a good matchup guy against linebackers. If you put him, like I said, out on the flat, he's perfect for it. So I would think Perine comes in, and it's going to be based off of how CEH looks. Because those guys, Pacheco 1, Perine and CEH 2 or 3. It depends on how everything work out, what it looks like week to week. CEH well and whatnot. That I think that's what it's going to be. The good thing is, if CEH is battling some of these things he's been battling with, Perine's right there, okay? And Steele is right there also. So this is a great depth piece, just getting it in. a guy that can give you some good yards, could do it all. So I don't look at, what they're 1 and 2. To me, Pacheco and everybody else. That's how it works. That's how it works. So all these guys are going to be good doing that. Perine's going to probably be the blocker, maybe also too, still doing that as far as in the pass protection. So,
yeah, really happy with the Perine move. That's probably second, maybe close, maybe a tie for first with the Justin Ross bringing him back to practice squad. But love both those moves, big time. I was really happy today. It was like a boom boom as far as fun, good updates.
So Todd Tofrisa still is more than a fullback. Okay, he is. We're just giving him the position and designation as a fullback. We know he can do it all. So don't take fullback and just like put him in a box. I'm just saying fullback because we haven't had a fullback. I think that's how they're trying to designate him on the team. Now they could put him a running back and have 4 running backs on the field. That's fine. But the thing is, we know Steele is more than a fullback. And we got to understand something too. With this offense, because it is so interchangeable what guys can do, you can put tight ends in a slot. You can put them all the way out wide. You can put them in the fullback position. You can put them in the backfield as a running back. So you could utilize these guys in a lot of different areas and different places. So I don't want to sit there and say, well, this is what this guy is, and then just say this is all he's good at doing. Because we know that the Chiefs want to be able to use guys in different ways because they're weapons. So that's it.
Are you saying that the football has gone to becoming more like how basketball, they call it positionless basketball? Are you saying football has become that?
Absolutely. In some ways it has. I think certain teams, because of their schemes offensively, what you want to try to do, it's all about matchups, right? It's the same thing in basketball now. So if I have somebody like Kevin Durant who's 7 foot, you would have put him down at power forward or at center. Well, now that joker could shoot outside, he could get around you, he could do it all. And so it's hard to put a guy in a position because you just want to put him in a position where he can do a lot of different things, right? We understand that. So that's pretty much kind of what it is. So, that's what we got to go with it, Marcus.
Yeah,
we got to talk about it.
100%. Pono asked a question. Hi, Jason. What plays does Andy draw up for Carson and Isaiah in the backfield at the same time? Should be devastating.
Oh, man. You can run counter. You can run sweeps. You can run reverses. You can run dives. Running back dives or fullback dives, if I would say it. There's a lot of different things you can do. So I think that's the thing. You could put Steele in, put him in motion, and let him catch a screen. That's what I'm saying. And he'll drop anything for any of these guys. Put him in that position. Let the defense make the count. Okay, so let me give you a little bit of football knowledge here. So when defenses declare, strength, to any particular offensive scheme that they're doing, guys are assigned maybe the 1, 2, or 3 back or receiver. That's how they usually go from the corner, safety to linebacker. That's how they go through assignments. And so what the Chiefs do really well is they put guys in motion in multiple sets that you mess up the count, or you might have somebody that is better doing something, a particular thing against a, not so good position guy, right? So let's just say you have a wide receiver lined up on a linebacker now. Because of the count, you bring him in motion, count changes for him. And they got to either pass off. Man, they usually run with him if you're a corner. Same thing with a linebacker. But the Chiefs do such a great job, of creating mismatches against teams. That's why they're so dangerous. That it's hard to designate that. Defense has got to do a huge job getting ready for the Chiefs because they got to change everything up defensively. Because you're just not a typical offense you're running against. We know this, right? Behind the back passes, we're talking about, shovel passes, you name it. We got it. A myriad of things you can do with this, And that's a beautiful thing with this offense because you can do so many things with a matchup against defenses. So
you can always bring up the little what do you call it? The pistol offense that Tyler Thigpen ran with us. We have Pacheco being the quarterback, have Carson Steele next to him, P. Ryan next to him on the other side, and then Kelsey behind him or something like that. I mean, you got some fun with that.
You can do everything, man. Pistol offense, man. You run what's with all running back, man? You run. I mean,
pistol Wildcat.
The Wildcat. Yeah, the Wildcat. Dude, shoot. So there's a lot you could do, man. This is Andy's baby, man. Andy will come in and he'll do whatever he wants to do with it. So that's why I love the creativity because of it.
Yeah. So Pono says send Jason's ideas to Andy. Yeah, we'll do that. I'm sure Andy's got stuff cooking, but yeah, we'll send them. Mm-hmm. Before we get to our next topic, Rob Miller, Rice's trial is in June 2025, so no missed games. So that's a year from now.
Oh, okay. Appreciate the donation, Rob, too, and it's good. So that's the first time I heard it. So if that's what it is, we'll have to check and see. Yep. So if it's good, then no missed games. Good for the Chiefs. Good for him too.
Love it. Yeah, the Wildcat. Yeah, that's the Ricky Williams, Ronnie Brown offense. Or you could go to college, the Darren McFadden, Felix Jones offense.
Yeah. Well, Kareem, a.k.a. Joe Delaney, fake a fullback dive and pitch outside of Pacheco. Yeah, absolutely. You can do that. A lot of things. I'm just saying, there's a lot of things you can do. Play action, okay? So, draws, whatever it is.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out the best clips from Chief Concerns. And if you prefer to listen to the show, subscribe and follow us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and anywhere else you get your podcasts.